Today I'm going to be telling you how you can save $10,000 even as a parent. I don't want to hear no excuses after this video. So according to a Bankrate survey, over 50% of Americans don't even have $1,000 to cover an emergency expense. So if your car breaks down, the average American can't even pay $1,000 to get it fixed. We can't go outside like that, y'all. So today I am going to be helping you guys out. Let's just get into it, okay? And if you see me looking down, it's because I have my handy dandy notes. Okay, so the first thing you need to do is live below your means. You just have to. It's going to be one of the hardest things to do, and I feel like this is one of the hardest things that I struggle with. Live like you don't even have what you have or make what you make, okay? If that includes not buying Shin clothes all year, if that includes skipping out on that trip, if that includes staying in your paid off car, because you guys, I have a hoopty. I've been driving my same car for 9 freaking years, and yes, I want a new car so bad, you guys, but I want to stack my bread even more than I want that new car. So it's like you kind of gotta just put certain things to the side. We live in a time where people be on social media fronting and flexing like they have all of this stuff, but what does that do? Likes on Instagram? Who cares about that? In real life, you asking people for money. We all know those people who flex like they got it on social media, but in the back end they asking you for money. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Listen, stop trying to put on for social media. Live below your means. I used to be a crazy sneakerhead. Every drop I want, every pair of sneakers. If you're an OG Sophia Lynn subscriber, you already know. But I put that to the side, and now instead of spending all of that money on sneakers because it gets old and repetitive anyway, I put it in my savings account. I don't buy clothes. Like, I wear the same stuff that I had for years, okay? And what you could do, you could actually go in your basement, go through your old stuff and wear that stuff, and it will be like a whole new wardrobe. You just gotta find ways to save money. Now, I'm not saying just cut out the coffee that you get every morning. Like, yes, that does add up, but I'm talking about the big purchases that really make a difference. Just chill. You don't need that Gucci, that YSL, that Balenciaga. Who cares? Who cares about that? Don't you want this money? And yes, you can still travel, but save up throughout the year for your travel. You know you want to travel, save up throughout the year. Just like, you know, birthdays are coming, you know Christmas is coming. Put $25 aside every paycheck because you know somebody's birthday is coming. You know you're gonna go Christmas shopping, so that when Christmas shopping comes, you're not scrapping up for money. You feel what I'm saying? Oh, another thing you want to do is stay at home. If you could stay at home, stay at home. I don't care how people make it seem like, oh, that's corny, you don't got your own place, you don't blah, blah, blah. I got money though. And guess what? And I'm trying to get me a house. Next, stop trying to, and then I live in New Jersey, so it's expensive out here. So if you have supportive family, supportive parents, and it's healthy in the house, stay home. Don't be quick to leave. So my first tip is just gonna be live below your means. Stop trying to impress people. Stop trying to compare yourself to other people, because comparison is the thief of joy. You got money and they don't at the end of the day. The second thing you need to do if you want to save $10,000 is open a high yield savings account. High yield savings account. I personally use Capital One. Capital One, I get, I think, about 4.5% interest on my money. So for example, if I put $200 in my savings account, my Capital One savings account, right? $200 plus 4.5%. I'm sorry, y'all, I'm bad at math. I just made $9 off my $200, and I didn't even do anything. I just put money in my account. So make sure you have a high yield savings account. Any savings account that's gonna grow, that's gonna pay you money for just simply keeping your money in that account. Every month they do that. So say for example, right, I'm at 209 now. I'm at 209, and the next month I don't even put any money. They're still gonna add an additional 4.5% to that. So plus 4.5% equals, now I'm at $218. So I initially put $200 in my account. Now I'm at $218 simply for just leaving my money in that account. So make sure you have a high yield savings account. What I do want to say about bank accounts is whatever bank you're using right now, find out if they're charging you any type of maintenance fee, any type of fees, monthly fees. Because if you have a savings account or a checkings account that's charging you fees, Get up out of there. One checking account that I personally recommend is Charles Schwab. I quit TD Bank. TD Bank was charging me like $5 a month maintenance fee. And you know how much $5 a month adds up to a year? That's $60 a year out of my hard working money. So no. We're not doing that. We're gonna go over to Charles Schwab, period. And I opened a checking account with Charles Schwab. This video is not sponsored. I'm just giving y'all the real tea. Open a high yield savings account today and close out your other accounts. Okay, get your money moved. I know it might be kind of a hassle because you have your bank accounts connected to your carts, your Amazon, and everything else. It's worth it. I promise you it's worth it. Now, as far as parents out there, you guys, I'm a parent. Do not go out there buying your kids all of these shoes, these toys, like just splurging on things that they don't need. They don't need it. Don't buy it for them. Like, I'm all for toys, but just having a ton of toys around the house is crazy. But don't just be buying a bunch of toys, a bunch of shoes and clothes. They're gonna grow out of it anyway, sis. And then on top of that, birthdays. These birthday parties, oh my goodness, people are going crazy spending mad money on these kids' birthdays that they not even gonna remember. Do you know the kids don't really remember nothing until they 6 or 7? So why are you even, oh, my baby turned 6 months, huge photo shoot, birthday party, oh, they turned 1, huge birthday party. It's cute. It's nice to look at. Even baby showers, like, y'all doing way too much. That could be money to go in your kid's bank account. Let's be for real. I know it's cute on social media, but what do you want more? Likes or money? Let's talk about it. Listen, I'm here to give y'all the real tea, okay? So the next thing I'm gonna say is automate your savings. And when I say automate your savings, you need to have your money on autopilot. You need to have it to where, okay, boom, you just got paid. Say like you get paid $1,000 every 2 weeks. $200 of that is gonna go into your emergency savings account. But you have it automated to where every time you get paid, it automatically goes into your savings account. You don't even have to look at it. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to touch it. It just automatically goes there. So when I get paid, I'm automatically transferring a chunk of money towards my savings account. And it doesn't bother me because, first of all, I know what it's for. And two, I'm so used to just not having it, I don't even care. Like, it doesn't even bother me at this point. It's not even a part of my income for real, if that's the words you want to use. Like, it's just on autopilot. It's all in, it's y'all, I'm talking so fast because I'm so like into this topic so much. So it's just on autopilot. Automatically money is going into my savings account. Every bank, every app has where you can do automatic transfers, and you can schedule the date for when you want to transfer your money into separate accounts. So you need to set that up and have your checkings account automate with your savings account so that every time you get paid, your money is just going boom, boom, boom. And then once you look at your savings accounts, like a month later, 2-3 months later, you're gonna be like, oh, wow, I'm loving this. Like, I'm really loving this. This is how you're gonna be able to save thousands and thousands of dollars. Even on top of that, remember, you have a high yield savings account. So that money is growing interest. Now, for my parents, having kids can be extremely expensive. So you want assistance. We need assistance. We need help, okay? So any type of assistance that you can apply for, whether that be WIC, whether that be food stamps, whether that be Section 8, whatever that may be. Now, okay, let me talk about Section 8 real quick. We're going to talk about Section 8 and government assistance really quick before we move forward. Because a lot of us minorities, we get stuck and we get so comfortable in this cycle of, I don't want to make more money because then my assistance is going to go away. You don't want to live like that. Okay, you don't want to live like that. That's how they get us caught in this trap, and we cannot elevate in life. We don't want that. We not one of them. Okay, so you have to know how to use government assistance to literally just help you when you really need help, and then you have to be able to wean off of that, because there's no way you should be, well, some people are comfortable with being comfortable, that's cool, but I'm talking to my people that are in situations and they're not comfortable and they want to elevate. You need to know when to stop using government assistance. Like, there's some people who's like, oh, I'm not gonna get promoted, I don't want to move up in the company because I'm gonna lose my food stamps, or I'm gonna lose lose my Section 8. So you mean to tell me you rather have Section 8 than to make more money and move up in position? To me, that's crazy. Like, that's absolutely absurd to me. But to each their own. That is not a way that you're really gonna elevate in life. I'm just keeping it 100% with you. So yeah, parents, make sure you're applying for any type of assistance. The next thing I'm going to say is, I know you guys heard it so many times before, but pay off your debt. Pay off your debt, and you want to pay more than the minimum. So say like your minimum is $45 a month. Try to put $55 a month, and then try to put $60 a month. If you can at least put more than the minimum, it'll help you out. You'll be able to pay it off faster, and that's just less interest that you have to pay. So pay off your debt, because when you pay off your debt, you don't have to worry about your money going towards freaking interest and credit. It is the most annoying thing. Recently, I don't know if you guys seen my other vlog where I bought this beautiful camera, my Sony FX30. It was an expensive camera, and the old me would have put that on my credit card, but the new me, I'm like, you know what? I'm paying cash because I don't feel like paying off this slowly. Like, I don't even want to do that. I don't want to owe anybody. I know there's gonna become a point in time where I'm gonna have to take out a loan for a car. That's like the only thing I take out a loan for, a car and my house. But I'm really trying so hard to delay that, y'all. And even when I do get a car, I'm gonna try to put down as much as possible. Next thing, you want to read financial books. The reason why I'm even at this point where I'm at right now is I read a lot of finance books, because in school they don't teach you this. They don't teach you financial literacy. The most I ever learned in school when it came to finances was how to fill out a check. And how often do we fill out checks? Like, let's be for real. So one of these books that I read, which I'm gonna give you 2 book recommendations that I feel like you really should read. The first book that you should read is I Will Teach You to Be Rich. This book right here was a game changer, and I plan on reading it again this year because I read the entire book, but I'm gonna read it again. I feel like it's super important to go back and reread good books, because it just keeps your mind sharp and it keeps it refreshed about what you've learned. That book will teach you everything about credit, how to choose the proper credit card, even what I told you about how banks charge maintenance fees and stuff like that. So he gave you bank recommendations, credit cards that give you rewards and stuff like that. That book is really, really good. One thing about book reading is when you read, you have to actually apply what you've read. Don't just read it and then put the book down and then just never apply what you've learned in the book. No, you need to go outside and apply that. And I literally applied almost everything that he said in that book. That's why I need to go in and read it again to make sure I'm hitting those check marks. He'll even tell you how you need to call the bank and write down every single time you call the bank, write down the name of the phone representative that you're talking to, write down the conversation that y'all have had, and I forget what else, but it is so deep, bruh. That book is so deep. Anyway, second book is The Psychology of Money. This book teaches you how to think when it comes to money, wealth, greed, investing. You have to know when enough is enough when it comes to money. You have to know not be emotionally attached to the money. This one, it really talks good game about the psychology of money. This one is by Morgan Housel, I don't know. So yeah, definitely read your finance books. Another thing, stay away from people who are not elevating you. Stay away from people who don't have the similar mindset when it comes to money, because you could be friends with somebody who is super materialistic, which is cool, but they're not gonna fully understand what you're doing and why you're being so conservative, because they're all about material. So you might have to like know how to just separate yourself from those people when it comes to spending money. Like, if you're trying to save money, you can't be with somebody that wants to spend money, because you're gonna fall into the trap of spending bread, like, you know. So you have to surround yourself around people who see your motive. They support you. Like, for me, I think it's better off for me to just stay home. That's what I've been doing lately, just staying home, staying put, staying in the house, because the house is free. As much as I love going out to eat, as much as I love exploring, as much as I love traveling, I'm staying in the house, even though I do want to go somewhere for my birthday. So the very last thing I'm gonna say is budget. I know everybody talks about budget. Y'all probably like, well, Safia, you should have said that first. But I'm gonna be so realistic with you guys. I am not even on a budget. Like, I don't even have a budget. I just know that there's a certain amount of money that I automatically just push to my savings account. Everything else that I have after that is free game. I could do whatever I want. If I want to go out to eat, cool. I make sure my bills is paid first, and then I make sure that my savings is taken care of. I don't even budget. I can't even sit here and say, take a calculator, write down all your expenses, da, 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 da. What I will say though is, you need to know how much money you make, and you do have to have a rough idea about what your expenses are, like your automatic expenses such as rent, your car insurance, your car payments, the stuff that's like stuck in stone, subscriptions. But when it comes to like small stuff like your coffee that you drink, I don't even be adding all of that stuff up. But I quit Dunkin' Donuts. I quit. I used to go every day, but that's neither here or there. Add up your main expenses and look at how much money you make a month, and then subtract that, and then you'll have a rough idea of how much, like, okay, I could let that go. I could deal without having the rest of this money. It could go into my savings, or I'll be okay with just living off $200 every 2 weeks until I get paid again. I'm okay with that. Like, you have to just know. And if you don't know, then go ahead, go down to the drawing board, do pen and paper and write it down. I just didn't get to that point yet, but I feel like if I did strictly budget, because there's people that intensely budget, I feel like if I did do that, I would be able to save way more money than I have now. And I also want to let y'all know, this is not to just save $10,000. If you want to save $1,000, $5,000, $20, $50, $55, $60, the same method applies. Okay, the last thing I'm going to say is invest. Okay, invest. I'm a late bloomer when it comes to investing. I've always been a good saver, but investing, no, because I was scared. I was emotionally attached to my money. That's why I said this book right here, The Psychology of Money, will change that. I'm just like, oh my gosh, if I invest, I might lose all my money. You know, I was just scared, and scared money does not make money, you guys. And no, investing is not gambling. Like, I feel like gambling and investing is two totally different things. Open you a Roth IRA account. And a Roth IRA, simply put, it's a tax deferred account that you can contribute $7,000. You can contribute up to $7,000 and put it into your Roth IRA. So when I say tax deferred, that means as long as you keep your money in that account until it's time for you to retire, which is like at age 50 something. Do not quote me on the age because I don't know. Once you retire, you're able to pull all that money out tax free. So if you want to start investing, first open you up a Roth IRA account, contribute to it every time you get paid, whether that be $10, $15, $5, $30, $50, however much money you can comfortably move to your Roth IRA, do it. And then with that money, you can invest it. I personally put my money in I'm about to tell y'all right now, I put it in this stock. It invests in 500 different companies. I use Fidelity to invest in my Roth IRA. I know this video is getting a little bit all over the place at the end because this was not in my notes. It should have been, but it was not. Stocks that I invest in is the FXAIX, ticker symbol FXAIX. This is a list of 500 different companies, and it actually mocks the S&P 500, if you guys are familiar with that. And every single week for like the past year, I invest money into my FXAIX, and as long as I just continue to do this, I am going to be wealthy. It's not about just saving $10,000.
It's not about just saving 15,000, 50,000, 100,000. Like, it's about
wealth. It's about generational wealth. Like, that's what we want, and the only way you're going to be able to do that is by investing. Like, there's literally no way around it. Y'all could gamble all y'all want. Y'all could do the little the NBA players when y'all gamble about the teams and NFL. I'm not knocking nobody that do it, because it's people out there that make serious money off of it. But I feel comfortable just investing in stocks that have a good, strong reputation of elevating. So that's like a whole separate video though. I don't want to confuse y'all. Also, 401k, if you work, you should automatically be invested in your 401k. Match whatever your job gives you for 401k. So if they match your money at 5%, contribute 5%, because that's literally free money. If you're contributing 5% to your 401k, they're gonna give you an additional 5% on top of that. That is how you're gonna save $10,000, you guys. That is how you're gonna save $1,000. That's how you're gonna save 20, 50, however much, whatever your goal is. That is how you're gonna save it. I personally decided to save $10,000 because because I feel like, I don't know, once I was able to save $10,000, I'm like, yo, I could save anything. If I could save 10K, I could save 15K. I could save more than that. I could save more than that, you know? So that's why I used the $10,000 thing. And I feel like $10,000 is really a goal for a lot of people. And that is why I made this video today, is because I really want to help my people out. We should have enough money to save for an emergency. We should, absolutely. So if you guys like this video, if you want to see more tips like this, if you're a parent, anything like that, because I want to make more valuable content. So just like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye, y'all.
My mind different, you better pay attention. It's fear on a beat, I need my recognition. On my darkest days, thought it was no way, but now I'm counting rice and I got my own sleigh. Now listen, I'm gonna tell you right here, right now. Another nigga try to play me on that good like bout, cause I'm royalty. So if you ain't trying to spoil me, I'm coming for your neck, throw you in the bag with